Hey, welcome back to HuffDaddy Barbecue. I wanted to do a real quick video because I'm about to sear some beautiful looking tomahawk steaks. These are prime, about 2.5, almost 3 pounds each, and I just love the presentation and they taste fantastic. So you can see here a tomahawk steak is just a ribeye that's been left on the bone. These are beautiful. Of course, Costco is where I got these. Man, that has to at least be almost 3.5 inches thick. So any piece of meat over 1.5 inches, I like to use what's called the reverse sear. We're going to cook it low and slow with smoke until we get up to just shy of about medium rare to medium. Then I'm going to fire up the gas grill and get it as hot as I can and sear it on the outside to get that color we're looking for. So what I'm going to use on seasoning, this is a great product by Butcher's Barbecue. It's called Grilling Addiction. Garlic, a little bit of lemon peel, salt, pepper. It's a fine powder or a fine rub, so I am going to also come back over it with some kosher salt and some coarse black pepper just to get a little bit more texture and have a variation on the rub or on the surface. So all I'm going to do is season these up lightly on the outside, come back over it with salt and pepper, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, we got them seasoned up. Man, they smell fantastic already. You can see the kosher salt and the coarse black pepper gave it more of a rough texture on the outside and more of a coarse grind, and then that Grilling Addiction from Butcher's Barbecue, more of an even covering since it's such a fine seasoning. Again, I've got the smoker going. It's getting up to temperature. I'm going to do these at about 235 degrees, and I'm going to go until the internal temperature gets to about 128 degrees and then pull them off and let them rest while we get the grill fired up to as hot as we can get it. I'm going to be doing it on grill grates laying on top of my gas grill so I can get a really nice sear, and we'll be back when we put them on the smoker here in just a second. All right, so the smoker set at right about 235, anywhere from 225 to 250 on a reverse sear is going to be great. Get a lot of smoke flavor at those lower temperatures. I am going to be using internal probes. I do not want to overshoot this, so I'm going to monitor this during the cook. It's probably going to take, with these being as thick as they are, anywhere from 1 hour and 15 minutes to 1.5 hours to come up to the temperature I'm looking for. So we're going to go ahead and put them on. Put the probes in, run them out. And we'll check on them in just a little bit. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes. You can see the Yoder is right at 235, so that's perfect. Hey, I forgot to mention earlier that I'm using a blend of hickory and cherry, and my buddy Josh Redcorn got me these things. Little tags here with magnets on them so they stick, they won't fall off. Different kind of wood to put it on your smoker. Let you remind me as to tell you guys what kind of pellets I am using because I always forget. So thanks to Josh Redcorn for that. Hickory and cherry today. We are about 45 minutes in. Starting to get a little bit of color. That outside's starting to dry a little bit. That smoke flavor is going to be great. You can see the internal temperature here, 87 degrees on one. And 91 on the other, so pretty close. Again, we're trying to hit about 128, 130 degrees. So we've got probably another 45 minutes. See you back soon. All right, we're at about 128 degrees. So that's about the right temperature to pull these off and let them rest. I did flip them over once. Oh man, they look fantastic. So I'm going to take out these probes and I'm going to pull them. Gonna let them rest while I fire up the grill so I can sear them off. All right, so I pulled the steaks off of the smoker. They've been resting here for about 15 minutes while the Weber gets up to temperature. Typically I would do this in the Yoder, but because I'm about to put 100 pounds of brisket for a party this weekend in the Yoder, I don't want it to get up to 500 degrees. So I'm gonna go onto the Weber grill with the grill grates on the inside. Now I've got my IR thermometer. You can see here, man, we're at 683, 684 degrees. That's gonna be sizzling hot, which is exactly what you want when you go to sear off your steak. So here we go. That's the sound you want. All right, and all we're doing here is trying to get a nice good sear. I'm gonna let it go probably a minute, 2 minutes on each side. We'll flip it after a minute or two, get the other side, pull them off, and then we'll be ready to eat. All right, I did a minute on one side, flipped them over, did a minute on the other side. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, nice color. It's exactly what I was looking for. All right. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take them in. I'm gonna put just a little bit of butter on them. I'm gonna let them rest. Then I'm gonna cut them up, let you see what they look like. Okay, we have the finished product. It's been resting. Put a little bit of butter on it. It looks fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into it. There's the bone. It's a nice dog treat right there. There we go. Oh man. Look at that. Have a little bit of smoked sea salt here. I like to sprinkle on top. And that's it. What a great piece of meat. Let's give it a try. You get enough of that smoke from the Reversesear. That rub is fantastic. I really taste the grilling addiction from Butcher's Barbecue. Man, that's a meal fit for a king. Go ahead and give this a try. You're gonna love it. Please subscribe to my channel down below, and we'll see you next time with HuffDaddy Barbecue.